Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is my normal voice today, super smooth ASMR. I'm doing something a little different today because it really lies deep within me and something that I've been dealing with for 18 years off and on. And that's called anxiety. ASMR can really alleviate and help relax people who have anxiety and depression. And one of those people being me, knowing that Landon got me into ASMR, that is one of the big reasons why I do ASMR. Is that it helps alleviate stress, anxiety, depression. And you hear that word a lot: anxiety, panic attacks, depression. Some people have it deeper than others, and some people have it not so deep. Everybody deals with stress in their life. And with me, I was diagnosed 18 years ago with anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder. And I want to explain what that is in depth because some of you may be dealing with it like I have with the things called symptoms and things that you deal with anxiety. So let's talk about a few of those things. First things first, there's a mechanism called fight or flight. And basically what that means is when you become fearful, you want to run away from it. And that's normal reaction. That's normal fear. If you're standing in front of a car and you see something coming towards you, you're afraid, you jump out of the way. That is normal fight or flight. People who struggle with deeper anxiety problems is that mechanism that's turned on for fight or flight. It's called cortisol that's thrown into the bloodstream. It doesn't turn off. And what I mean by that is, an example is you could have a pain in your head, like a headache, really bad headache. And then when that headache comes, you're like, I hate the pain. And people who struggle with anxiety, this is just one way of struggling with serious anxiety disorder. You begin imagining that pain in your head to be something way beyond serious when it possibly and more likely isn't. And what I mean by that is you could start believing that there's a brain tumor in your head. And then that fight or flight never stops. It kicks cortisol into your bloodstream constantly. And what happens to your body and to your brain, it begins to have panic attacks. And when those panic attacks continually happen, the cortisol is continually sent into your bloodstream. It produces a hyper-stimulated brain and body. So the body becomes overstimulated because of the worry that you have in your mind. Is this going to go away? Am I going to live like this the rest of my life? It could be a broken leg. People who are paralyzed have that anxiety type things. Those can become reality. But people who have anxiety disorder or general anxiety disorder or any form of anxiety, they begin imagining the worst. That's what I do. It's a very scary disorder. I imagine the worst happening to me, dying. It's one of those big things in life that we don't want to face and feel, but it is there and it's evident. Once I begin to perseverate, or once you begin to perseverate on that symptom, they call them symptoms, the pain intensifies, and then you begin to experience new sensations and symptoms. That could be dizziness, that could be sleepiness, fatigue, that could be tingling in your toes, in your fingers. That could be a number of symptoms. And what happens is when the body is overstimulated through anxiety, it actually causes the body to stay in that state. And the only way to reverse these heavy symptoms that continue and that literally almost can debilitate you, to do the opposite. And I don't mean a one-day relax, because when the body becomes extremely stimulated, it doesn't just take 1, 2, sometimes even a week, 3 weeks, sometimes even longer for the body to come down to a state of relaxation. And there is a number of resources. There's tons and tons and tons of resources out there that can offer you relief from anxiety. And you may be practicing those. Some of you may be struggling with anxiety and you're doing these number of things that you've learned to help. Of course, one of those big triggers and one of those big things that can help is deep breathing. And I don't mean just I mean in through the nose, 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds. This is called the 4-7-8 breathing technique. And breathe out for 8 seconds. You do that about 3 to 4 times, you'll really start feeling a lot of stress relief. I have practiced this over the last 3 weeks daily now, at least 20 to 30 times a day. So that is a huge, what they call a silver bullet in attacking anxiety disorder. Number 2 way of really alleviating is called deep meditative relaxation. That could be through guided meditation, somebody talking to you, laying down, having your headphones on. That could be one. Another one could be just listening to frequency, soft meditative music, closing your eyes, practicing your deep breathing while you're laying down and get your brain and mind and body into a fully relaxed state. That is another huge one. It really helps alleviate anxiety, helps alleviate stress. That is probably my number one go-to is over the last couple weeks when I've had some bad problems, I had symptoms, I laid down, I meditated for about 30 minutes, got up, and I felt quite a good bit better. Over these last 3 weeks, I went from feeling a lot of symptoms, stomach aches, stomach pains, to at this point right now recording this video, feeling pretty well and pretty good. Possible to break free from anxiety disorder. Never thought it was, but found a resource, a place, a site called Anxiety Center. I'm going to leave that in the description.com. So anxiety, and then it's spelled CENTRE.com. Based out of Canada. The owner is Jim and Marilyn Falk. Amazing resources. If you jumped on that site, you would figure out that you had anxiety very quickly. But this is what I've been dealing with over the last couple weeks. I haven't been recording videos, and I want to get back here and teach you guys about how to relax, how to get a better anxiety under control, feeling better. I've also switched my diet up some, been eating a lot of fruits and veggies, just trying to eat as clean as possible, not drinking fruit drinks anymore. Sugar stimulates actually anxiety. So if you're drinking a lot of Coca-Cola or Cokes or Pepsi and you struggle with anxiety problems and you struggle with symptoms and things that you deal with, that is one thing you should definitely eliminate. But I just wanted to get on here, record this video for you guys because I do have some audience out there that I know is struggling with anxiety disorder or just panic attacks or just depression or just even at the small level of stress through school and things like that. So from the heart of Super Smooth ASMR, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't done so yet and want to continue to watch me record some videos, hit that like on this video, subscribe to my channel Super Smooth ASMR, and I want to produce more relaxing, calming videos. But until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.